Welcome to the podcast where my guests and I talk about anything and everything from sports, relationships, politics, movies to TV shows, current events, and conspiracy theories. No topic is ever off limits, and it's always uncensored. I'm Ben Borges, and this is Man Chatter. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I got my little brother today on the podcast. That's that ugly face you see to the left of me or to the right of me, depending on how this records. No. I said don't talk until I finish with your introduction. That's very rude. So just watch yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bro Mel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, a.k.a. Is that your bitch? Does she speak Japanese? A.k.a. I can't grow a beard. A.k.a. though these are not my eyebrows, I had them pasted on. A.k.a. what? Did he really just say that? A.k.a. I hate FIFA. B.k.a. B.k.a. hey man, these jeans aren't that tight. A.k.a. don't judge me for my shoes. A.k.a. what's going on right now? A.k.a. the fucking Catalina wine mixer. A.k.a. Yoshi, a.k.a. Super Smash Brothers.
Oh my God!
Oh, I could have kept
Nothing much. Freaking bro siding, King the Broshin. Man, that was a lot of AKAs. Also, I speak a little bit Japanese. Thank you very much.
Sushi doesn't count.
Also, those jeans that was one time that it was tight. Okay, I just did not do a pre-check, and I was like, this feels good. And then stuff was doing its thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it looked like a roll of pennies.
I also leave my shoes out of this, man. What the hell?
Look like a roll of pennies wearing your pants. That's fine. Hey man, real quick, when you bought those jeans, right? Did you have to put them on laying down like women do, or did you have to do a little hop? And the jeans.
So you've seen the movie White Chicks, right?
Of course I have.
Yeah. So you know how she's like on the freaking bench just trying to like put on the freaking pants, and it's like super tight. She's like that. Yeah, that was me.
So what
pants,
you're saying?
Unfortunately.
So what you're saying is you needed help putting on your jeans?
No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
There's a chance.
No.
Right? There's a chance.
There's a chance. None that I'm really willing to admit. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get to some serious. Why the fuck won't you play FIFA?
'Cause I have been having issues with EA for a very long time. Strictly, well, not really strictly, but basically, I don't know if you've been like following this whole like loot box situation at all, or have even like heard of it. But yeah, EA is pretty like notorious for that kind of stuff, for basically just targeting kids, and essentially for like subliminally trying to force them to like gamble is basically what it is. Because loot boxes, you have like a chance to get these like epic characters, like gold characters or whatever, to make like a perfect team. And they just like it's intense, man. I can't back a company that does that to kids, and they won't ever like admit that they've done it, because it's way too much money. Like, they make billions and billions of dollars just off of loot boxes. So I remember reading an article about this kid in England, right? He had cleared his entire parents' account, savings, checking, everything. And mind you, this is like pounds, right? So they go off of like different currency. So he just like completely cleared it in a span of like a couple hours, because he wanted the best characters.
Oh, because you got to purchase and you got to put money in and all this stuff.
Yeah. So like real world money. He like gambled all that away to make a good team that he probably didn't even get like a good team anyways, because there's like a chance of a chance. So, but they like specifically target those type of people that just don't know any better, So right. I just can't I can't back or support a company that, does that. So, but they won't ever openly admit it, though. I mean, freaking governments around the world are trying to like regulate them. So yeah,
I had no idea about that stuff, man. Now you're making me feel like shit because I'm killing it in FIFA Volta, but I've refused to give them my card or no, I'm lying because I bought the game online. Like this was the first time.
Well, yeah. So buying the game, I don't really care about that, because if you want to play a game because you enjoy it, yeah. But like I won't ever feed into their like loot box stuff to like get like a chance of getting like a super rare awesome character.
So how does
that goes along?
Sorry.
Yeah.
How does that loot box thing work? Like who do you pay, EA, or is it like some third party thing? Like how does that work?
As far as I know, it is paying EA. You're not even paying the developers, the people that make the game. You're literally just strictly paying the company, and they're just making stupid amounts of money. If I remember properly, I think they're making more, like now at least, they're making more than 50% of their profits based off of just loot boxes, and they're not going to do anything about it because it's such a huge like money thing.
Yeah, of course. Why would you? What I mean, as if you look at it in the dark heart type of way, like why would you stop income? You know what I mean? Like you're getting money, X amount of money this way, you're not going to stop it if nobody's going to tell you it's illegal.
Yeah. So I mean, no, I mean, so people have been telling them like, hey, this is like pretty illegal. Like you should definitely stop it. They keep on making like excuses of like, oh yeah, no, people want this because like a spokesperson from EA, I think she was in like Australia or something. She went on to like in front of a court, and she was like, yeah, no, people actually want this because they love surprises and blah 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 blah. Which I guess people do like surprises, but if the surprise is people shelling out thousands of dollars in like a yearly time frame, like it's insane, and I just can't do it. I can't. So also they ruined one of my favorite franchises that I absolutely loved, which was Mass Effect. Oh my god.
EA makes Mass Effect?
It was originally BioWare, but then EA bought BioWare as like I guess like subsidiary or whatever.
Right.
And they just slapped their name onto all their gaming products. And ever since, like any game that BioWare or whatever company that they decide to buy out, their name will always be on that game. And it's just, I'm not even going to get too much into it, but yeah, they essentially make Mass Effect now.
Oh, that's crazy. I thought they only made video games, like sports games. My shit back in the day was NCAA. I just got into FIFA last year. So
yeah. I remember you kept on telling me for like the longest time, it seemed like 10 years, like, hey, get on FIFA, it's the best thing of life. And I was like, no, man.
10 years is a little bit of exaggeration. 10 years.
I mean, not really. You're just like, hey, get FIFA. And you know what? I did. I got FIFA 19. You know what it's doing? Collecting dust, because I don't play that game at all.
Is it still in the wrapper?
No, it's actually out of the wrapper. I'm looking at the game right now, and it'll just be there forever.
Have you played it at all?
Yeah, I played 20 minutes of it.
Didn't like it?
And then I was just like, and then I don't know. Maybe I just got frustrated because I didn't know how to like kick the ball into the goal properly. Like I saw like an arrow, and then it went like way the fuck over the goal, and I'm like, okay, fine,
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like the little skill games for. Yeah, circle is to shoot. If you're playing on PlayStation, circle is to shoot. X is to pass. Triangle is to do like a through pass where you like try to split defenders and get your guy going on side. It's a fun game, but like the FIFA Volta one, again, like we just finished like kind of shitting on EA, but the FIFA Volta one is cool because it's kind of like an arcade game, right? It's like 3 versus 3, 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5. Like I'm playing right now in a 4-4 tournament with like, cause I'm playing the story, I'm going in between playing FIFA Ultimate Team, which is where you build your own roster, and then story mode for Volta, which is like you have this guy, you give him your name, but it's weird. Like you give him you give him whatever name you give him, but it's gonna like all the other characters are gonna call him Revy. I don't know why. Like that's just It won't change to what your name is. I guess that's too much. Like, I mean, it makes sense. But
Yeah.
so you make your character. You could dress him however you want to dress him. Like I made my guy like my guy looks like when he's on the field, like he looks so big, bro.
Mm.
He's like the heavy because I'm gonna make it realistic. You know what I mean? It's me. I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
So I made him like 6'2", 230, and all the other guys are like 5'10", 165 and shit. And he just looks like this monster of a guy. I'm like, hey man, this is me. Like
how is he just like not like bulldozing over people? It was like I'm gonna make this goal now and you can't stop me. It's
I'll
like,
be honest,
if you do like shatter your leg.
He kind of does. Like I run a lot of people over and I just I tackle them because I'm so much bigger than that's how I won like a couple of tournaments. Like I just rush them and I hope to tackle them because if not, they have the wider win goal. And then they could beat me. But I've lost a couple of games, and it's crazy because when you play in a tournament, if you lose, you go right back to the beginning, right? Like so, I had like a 5-game tournament, and I lost in the final, so I had to I had to start again all the way back from the beginning in the first round, second round. Yeah, so I was like, well, I can't just replay the final, but whatever, it starts over. Right now, I'm in like a 64 team tournament, and it notices one thing that's crazy. Like it notices that you've gotten better, right? Like I beat one team 11-3 or something. Like, oh, we've noticed you've gotten better from beginner. Let's try you at amateur. Okay, we've seen you gotten good at amateur. Let's see you at semi-pro. Like right now, I'm a professional, and I'm in like the 64 tournament, and I'm going against my rival who used to be my coach. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I'll probably see him in the final, the way that's set up.
Okay.
And then I've won the FIFA, the Volta World Championship. We'll see.
All right.
But it's cool because you know what I mean. Like you get to play. It's a faster pace. And you really don't play. You're pretty much playing pickup basketball, right? Like you're just going back and forth, and you play. I think it's like 2 and 3 minute halves, and it's a running clock. So it's 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6 minutes. You're done in one game. It's fun. You don't gain any coins or anything. Like you could just like gain more clothes because the more games you play and like objectives you meet, but it doesn't do anything towards like your big time roster. And the team you beat, you could take their best player. Like you could recruit.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but not a lot of the teams. Like a lot of my players are already the highest you can get, unless I beat the champions, which are like the legends, which are like these 5 guys who are like street legends. So we'll see. That's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. I've had a couple of days off, so I've been up to like 3 in the morning and shit. Like I just been doing a lot of just one more game. Come on, I'm right.
Oh my God, you got into that whole thing.
Yeah,
that is the biggest lie a gamer has ever said. It's like, just one more game, and then it turns out it's like, fuck, it's 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I felt like one day I was gonna fuck around and be up till sunup. Like, oh shit, what am I gonna do now? It's Drax.
I've done that before.
Yeah, my dog doesn't stop. My dog doesn't give a shit if I slept or didn't sleep. He's gonna wake up at 6:15, 6:30 every day, like clockwork, and fucking and annoy the shit out of you and have tons of energy the entire rest of the day.
I know. I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
He just doesn't stop. Yeah, you were with me when he punctured his paw, and I freaked the fuck out like a crazy.
Both of you did, yeah.
Like a crazy parent, bro. That shit was not fun.
I know.
He hasn't had any injuries since then, though, so that's good.
Yeah, it is good. I don't want you freaking out again. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude. Like,
yeah.
You forget because we hadn't had dogs in so long how much they kind of take over and become like family, man. Well, our mom knows. She chose all her animals over us.
That is very true. That is very, very true. We are, I don't know, gunning for like 4th and 5th place. That's pretty much it.
So you're number 4. You're 4A and I'm 4B. Like we're definitely It goes Happy, Bella, Woofy.
Yeah.
Disputable me or you. Number 4.
Yeah, it's a very constant thing where you and I always get like, I don't know. Well, we're never gonna make it to top 3 anymore. So we'll just have to accept that fact.
And you know what will happen? Like when she gets more dogs, we'll just move further down the list. Right? Like as she gets more pets, we'll just keep dropping down.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Although, so when I was there, I forgot whether it was like, I think it was maybe a couple days before I had to leave. It was the night that I went out with Desiree and her then boyfriend.
Yep.
I think that was the night where I officially became like 5. You know,
Because you were too
where
drunk.
I fucking yeah. I still feel bad. Like that was the first time I ever threw up in somebody's car, and I was like, oh shit.
Well, dude, it's not, I could tell you some horror stories, which I'm not gonna embarrass myself on my own podcast. There's been some nights, bro. Like there was
Yeah.
one night I was like 19, right? I was before I went to the army. Might have been, yeah. I think it was before I went to the army. And we used to go to this club in the Grove, no, in Coral Gables, that had 10 to 11 free drinks. Right, we'd go there, drink, and then go to the other clubs. One night I didn't eat enough, and I drank like a savage. Right, dude. Like at 11:30, I was drunk as fuck. I remember my mom bought me a chain, like a necklace, and I took it off because I had puked all over myself. Right, like I took it off and I forgot it, dude. The next thing I remember, I'm in Tia Bianca shower. Don't even know how I got there, bro. Like in my clothes, I'm like, what is happening right now? And Tia Bianca's like yelling at me, like, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? I couldn't even talk. Yeah, and then the next thing, then that was like 3 minutes of that. Then the next thing I remember, I woke up on the couch, like wrapped up in 2 blankets with like a bucket next to me, because just in case I puked. So,
my God.
Yeah, dude, I've had some terrible nights. I don't miss drinking at all. Don't miss it at all.
I'm still in that phase of like, you know, I'm gonna drink a lot, but then again, I started off drinking late, you know, because I was super like sheltered as a child into my late teens, and then once I got away from the house, I like slowly started to unravel, and then became the man whore that I am today.
I mean, you're not a man whore.
Yeah.
Let's slow down there, bro. You're just a man. That's all that is. No, that's not how that works.
Also, I would also want to say for those people who are young listening to this podcast, don't do underage drinking. We don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's
do
not
it legally, my friend. But if you are going to do it illegally, have somebody there that you trust that will take all the pictures of you while you are blasted and draw dicks on your face, and or put a dick on your face, whatever happens.
Hey man, there's Danny. There's a. Were you there the night that Danny got drunk at our house?
I don't think so.
Oh man! So when it was back when we were living at Homestead, had a little house party, right? Everybody was drinking. We were all of age though, because it was after I came back from the army. We were all like in our 20s.
Yeah.
And dude, Danny got so drunk, we wrote all over him, man. All over his face, all over his back, and then he still went home. Like we wrote all over him, yo. Like and he went home. He doesn't remember how he got home. Like I think some friends took him home. And dude, it was so funny. The next day he's like, "Fuck all y'all." He said he was scrubbing his face, and then he didn't. His brother told him like 2 days later that he still had stuff on his back. He didn't even know.
Oh my God,
dude, it was so funny, bro. It was so funny. Oh man, that's the only time. And then after that, like we've just done stuff vengefully to each other. Like there was a night I got drunk as fuck after the night he met Jenny. I ate some bad food and I drank way too much. Like it was supposed to be like pineapple and vodka, but it was pineapple soda, which was way too acidic.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was at the club. It was terrible. It should have been pineapple juice, like a real person, but it's not what they gave us.
Gotcha.
So I got drunk as shit, and then I'm throwing up on the side of the highway. For some reason, I had like unbuckled my pants because I thought I was already home, so my pants fell on the highway, like right there on the turnpike. And I'm in my drawers, and there's like people honking their horns, and I'm like, "Yo!" I don't. And Danny's got video of it. Thankfully, he had like a BlackBerry, so the picture's all shitty and blurry. I think he still has it.
Yeah.
We have blackmail pictures of each other. That's what we do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I pictured him.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's fun, man. Like he's like, "Yo, man, if you ever talk too much shit, this is what I got." Then I got drunk like last year at his house. Same thing. Ate some bad food, drank too much, threw up everywhere. I felt so bad. Again, I just want to apologize to them because I threw up all over their bathroom. Dude, like I broke their table because I was trying to get up. Yeah, like it was like this little coffee table. I was trying to get up, so I pushed my whole body off of it, and the leg
Yeah.
kind of gave way. It was, oh my god, that's the last time I've drank. That was last July, so 15, 16 months ago. Yeah, dude,
Hmm.
just not my thing. That's when I was like, okay, I'm not that kid anymore, bro. I'm 30. At that time, I was 34. I was like, nah, can't do it. I gotta grow up from this. I gotta move on.
Well, man, I remember when we went over to Panama. We went over to that little like club thing that served all those weird drinks, or whatever.
Oh, the shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a pretty fun time. Although those drinks weren't really strong at all,
Mm-mm.
and you kept on telling me like calm down. I was like, hey, yo, bro, calm down, don't be drinking so much. I'm like, this thing isn't even strong.
Yeah, dude, because I didn't want to carry you because I'd be the only one that could. Like I
You
wasn't
have
because of you.
four.
I was thinking of myself. Like,
Oh, thanks, asshole.
yeah. Hey man, we were doing Ubers everywhere. I'd had to carry you. Remember the person who took us home was like in a minivan?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dude, I was so tired that day because we woke up and didn't stop the entire day. Like we all went back to Josh's apartment, took showers, got dressed, and left. I was like, bro, I'm too old for this shit. I need a nap. Like me and Steven were like, bro, like this. That's why me and Steven were falling asleep at that frog bar. Remember?
Yeah, the fucking beer restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, the frog restaurant. Like we were falling asleep. Like, yo, this is too much, man.
Yeah. I was like,
voices.
at that point, I was like, damn, my brother is old. Like that moment, I was like, wow, this guy's old. Like soon enough, he's gonna be like looking at a menu, like,
I mean,
oh yeah, I want that one.
Hey,
that's
bro,
gonna be you.
I have glasses and contacts. Have a little bit of respect for your big brother, okay?
Yeah, it's gonna fail you one day. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It probably is, but today's not that day, and that was rude and a little hurtful. So yeah, man, dude, we haven't really talked in a while because you've been on some crazy ass schedule, man. So obviously you don't have to talk about what you've been doing, right? But just tell the people what your crazy ass schedule has been.
Well, it was, yeah. I'm off it now, thank God. But yeah, so basically every day for like a month and a half straight. They're like, yeah, so you're gonna be working nights from 18:30, 6:30 p.m. to 06:30 or 6:30 a.m. And you're gonna be doing that for a month and a half. And I was like, cool. Well, actually, no, they didn't even tell me like a month and a half. They just said for an undisclosed amount of time, and I was just like, well, fuck. So yeah, that was every fucking day, man. And getting off that schedule, trying to go to like a regular like sleep pattern, it fucking blows. Like I'm still not even like adjusted yet, and I have to go back to work Tuesday. So, oh my god, it's so shitty. It really is. I hate it so much.
Because I was shocked when you sent me a text earlier, like, "Yo, man, you want to do it?" And I was like, "Dude, it's like it's 6 a.m. there. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's 7 a.m. now." I was like, "This is an early ass time," because we were supposed to do this podcast, I guess, 10 hours ago, right? Roughly.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that like it's still the same day. That shit still blows my mind. Like it's still the same day for me, but it's the future for you. Like I'm talking to you from the past, man.
Yeah. I saw Area 51 raid happen before it even happened, man. I knew nothing was gonna go down.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah.
Like let's talk about that for a second. That's a little disappointing, right? Like you kind of hoped a lot of dumb people showed up to have a moment where we could be like, yeah, we're dumb. Like this is stupid. Like this, they did not think this through.
Although I do want to appreciate that one guy that did the Naruto run. That was, but he was the only fucker that did it though. I was expecting like at least, I don't know, 100 people do it, but no, just one fucking dude. And then I was reading that I think like a week before it was actually supposed to go down, maybe a little bit more. The guy who made the event canceled it. He's like, yeah, no, I don't want to do this anymore. Yeah, and only like a couple thousand people showed up. I mean, even then, that's still pretty impressive. But yeah, nothing fucking went down. I was hoping to see like some like random ass like dudes like I caught a fucking alien. I'm gonna clap these cheeks later. Like, but no, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing
Nothing like that.
happened. It's just like them. I don't even know how many miles away. I think like they were like 50 something miles away from the actual site, maybe even more.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just fucking sitting around singing "Kumbaya" and shit. And I was like, well, you guys fucking suck dick. So you didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
they really let me down, man. I
Huge
expected
letdown.
better from them.
It was the letdown of the century. That's what it's gonna be.
No, yeah,
Letdown of the century.
a little bit of a stretch, but that shows you the power of stupid social media because people were really,
Yes.
so you know why that all started, right? Because of the Joe Rogan
Joe
podcast.
Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had that guy Bob Lazar on talking about all that crazy shit, which I listened to that
Yeah.
podcast, and it was some crazy shit. I'll give him that. Who knows if he's making it all up, right? Like there's that 50-50 chance where he's completely full of shit. But if
I
he's
know. I mean, he's probably tried enough DMT to be like, yeah, this is totally legit. Like, just go ahead and do it.
yeah,
Raid Area 51. Fuck it,
exactly. If you tell yourself something long enough, you start to believe it. But if there's even like,
Mm-hmm.
if he's not making that up, that's just kind of crazy. Again, I'm not gonna storm Area 51 where there's a bunch of fucking armed ass people that are above,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That shit, that's just ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that one, but I am disappointed.
Now, to
You know what? Hold on
be
one second.
fair,
One second. One second.
Yeah.
So one thing that I would have appreciated if they did the Naruto run, like all in a line, so it looked like they were doing it really fast. I thought that would have like somebody should have coordinated that enough to be like, yo, look, obviously we're not gonna do this dumb shit because we don't want to die or go to jail, but let's just all run
Yeah.
in a line and make it the greatest meme ever and be done with it.
Damn. Yeah, that would have been freaking awesome. But no, it's just one fucking dude.
One
For the
fucking dude.
Naruto run. And but to be fair, the armed guys that are there, they're just Air Force. They don't fucking do anything.
I know.
So,
Bitches.
honestly, if you would have had like 50 people trying to raid it, they probably would have won. It's Air Force.
It is Air Force. Good old chair force. Somebody just all you got to do is push them out their chair. They're like
Yeah.
turtles. They're like turtles when you push them on their back.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, benefits gone. Yeah.
That's it. It's over for them. It's over.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You can't do anything.
All right, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty, man. Let's get to the reason why we wanted to talk today. That was it.
Yes.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago. We've been trying to do this podcast for probably the last 10 or 14 days, right? Roughly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You asked me a question, and I think this is a question that you and I have posed to each other for years. Like I remember us slightly talking about it back when I had my apartment and we watched that Oprah Winfrey special. You know what I mean? It was Fatherless Sons. You remember that?
Yeah. I do.
We were watching a special on Fatherless Sons because, like, yes, we have somebody who raised us. You know what I mean? But it's different when it's not the person who's your actual father that takes ownership and shows you how to be a man. You know what I mean? And shows you what the definition is and all that. So I'll go first. For me, like it's always been this guessing game, right? Like I don't ever know if I've told this, like I've gone to therapy. I'm very honest about my shit. Like I've gone to therapy. I talked to my wife about this stuff. Like I don't know what that definition is. Like I don't know what that's supposed to feel like. I don't know what that's supposed to look like. If I'm just supposed to be the provider, you know what I mean, pay the bills, and that makes me a man. But then, like, how do you deal with the question of like, is what everything I'm doing right? Did I make this decision right? Did I make this decision right? Because you have nobody to bounce that off of, or you don't have no study guide. You know what I mean? So you're doing this test in life where you have no data points for what it looks like. Because if we're being honest, Josh, like we haven't had the greatest role models in that avenue, right? Let's just let people are gonna watch this and they're gonna be but that's on them. You know what I mean? This is me and you talking, and people will listen and they'll get from it what they want to get from it. Like we haven't had the greatest role models, so you have the challenge of, for me, is like either being everything they are or fighting to be everything they're not. You know what I mean? But like if you're being everything they're not, you still have no data. So you're working through that without any actual processing skills of knowing if this thing that you're doing is right or that thing that you're doing is right. This decision is right. That decision is right. Like as simple as something when I was telling you earlier, like, yo, like today I struggle like putting gas in my truck from the gas can, right? Because dude, like I'm following these instructions and I'm like, you know, I'm 35 fucking years old. Like I should know how to do this. But there was like that moment, like, yo, what if I had like a memory to recap on to be like, oh, okay, this is how he did it. Now, you know what I mean? Now I can do it. And then it was like something as simple as like the gas hole for the gas, like where before you put in the feeder thing, you know what I mean? Like the little nozzle, like that thing was too small, so it wouldn't have fit anyway. You remember? Yeah. But it was like that inkling, that moment where I was like, I wish I could have had a data point to be like, okay, I could do this now. I didn't realize I was going to go on that kind of a rant, but so what's up, man? What about you? Yeah. What do you think?
Oh man. So for me specifically, I don't know. So for me, I personally feel like being a guy, or at least just trying to be like a man, I suppose, is one, incredibly fucking stressful, and also insanely like lonely, you know, because you just have like, I don't know, all of these like expectations of like things that you have to do, you know, like you have to be the breadwinner, you have to protect your family, you have to I don't know, do all these other crazy stuff. And also at the same time, by doing all this stuff, you can't show any emotion. Like you just have to be like stoic at all fucking times and just be like, all right, yeah, all right, cool, this is what I'm going to be doing forever. And also, like, it's, as like guys, like we don't ever talk about shit ever. Like, you know, we don't, I don't know, I guess like we just has like been brought up throughout, I don't know, I don't even know how long it's been really, that I guess it's just been like ingrained inside us that if we talk about what we go through on a daily basis, that makes us weak, you know, makes us like less of a man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I guess I have bought into that for like so long that I just don't talk about anything that I ever go through ever, unless it's like really fucking bad. But it rarely ever is. So I just like, I'll just like compartmentalize it all and then just shove it way deep down and then just never talk about it ever again. So yeah, I don't know. It's super lonely, super stressful, and it's like wears on your mind constantly. Like, am I doing this right? Is a dude supposed to be doing this? Like, how do I fucking do taxes? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just random shit, man. It's and then one thing, I don't know, maybe this is like the bitch in me, I don't know, but
no, man, don't say that. It's not a
thing. Like for me, like specifically, and also how you know this, how one, I'm a super fucking awkward ass dude, and whenever I try to like approach a girl, I'm just like, hi, my name is, and then I just like fucking shut down. I'm just like, oh fuck, what is my name? And then yeah, so I just like, but then like randomly, I just have like these moments where I'm just like fucking smooth as all hell, and I'm just like, why can't I be like that more, you know? But then also at the same time, like one thing that a lot of women, I guess, don't understand or really, I guess they just don't understand, is that guys oftentimes actually really like when a girl approaches us, you know, because we're just like, well, either I'm like fucking the best dude in this fucking room, or like I don't know, it just feels, you know, good, you know, it's like relieves a lot of, it just relieves a lot of fucking pressure off of us. It's like, oh, thank God I don't have to go and hunt for a woman today, you know, they just came to me.
Hunt for women.
I don't know why I said it that way, but yeah. So
they're just,
it's like, okay, Cupid. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's when I was younger. Obviously, I'm married now, so it's a very different situation. Yeah. But when I was younger, it was very socially awkward for me, man. Like I didn't know how to talk to girls for a long time for a lot of the same issues. Like I had no basis on what it looked like. You know, like I saw how ours, you know, what I mean, our dad talked to mom, but that's that's mom. Like that's you don't look at mom like a woman. That's mom. You know what I mean? Like so that's not a foundation. Even though she got me a stripper on my 16th birthday, but whatever.
Yeah, I remember that story.
She's, real quick sidebar for that. Probably the most unattractive stripper I've ever seen in my life. Like she looked like a vampire.
That was probably purposeful. Not gonna lie. Not so much for you per se, but for the husbands inside the room.
Yeah, probably.
There's probably for it.
Yeah, it was a crazy moment, but you know what I mean. Like you have when you're young, you have this foundation where you don't know how to talk to girls. I was actually talking to my boy about this, and about like the whole feelings thing. Like it's kind of a bad thing that we can't talk about it. Like it's looked at as a weakness, which is why I had such a problem with that person. I'm not even gonna address by name. You know what I mean? Like commenting on our shit where I was like, yo, like we're trying to have a real conversation and you're attacking, you know what I mean? And you're attacking it in a way like as if we're saying something inappropriate or we're offending you. Like why can't men talk about their feelings? You know what I mean? Like when did that become a thing?
Yeah.
Like when, like I've never understood that. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like we're not allowed to have feelings and emotions and situations, or you know what I mean? Then the only emotion we're allowed to have is aggression and anger. You know what I mean? I was talking to my boy about that today. I was like, man, like if men were able to talk about their feelings and a bunch of other shit, you know what I mean? Like maybe we wouldn't have the issues we have here. Like there wouldn't, if somebody, because if a guy's going through a lot of shit, the chances are they'll shut down over talking to somebody. And then they could hurt themselves or hurt somebody else or go on a mass shooting. You know what I mean? Because all you hear is mental health, mental health, mental health. But for men, you're not allowed to have any mental emotions where something hurts you. Oh, suck it up. Stop being a bitch. You know what I mean? And it's not to say that I don't say that to people, because I do. I talk shit. You know what I mean? But if you're really in those moments, man, you got to be okay with talking to somebody. Maybe not me if I don't know you. You know what I mean? Like you talk to somebody who you can trust. You talk to your friends. You talk to somebody. You got to have an outlet for that shit.
Yeah, that's true. So to go off that, another thing that I guess like a lot of guys I guess kind of struggle with or really just don't know how to take is like compliments, you know? It's like, so for me, it's like, you know, whenever I receive a compliment, I'm just like, what the fuck? What? But then also at the same time, like, I'm just like, oh, fuck, I just got a compliment, you know?
Yep.
So here's the story, right? And I don't think I've ever told you the story ever.
No, I'm always down to new stories.
I don't even think mom knows about this. And I don't even know if she watches these podcasts.
She does.
But I know who does. But Josh knows about this one because I told him and it was hilarious.
Hold on. Wait. Josh, our cousin Josh?
Josh, our cousin Josh.
Well, okay. Now I'm a little offended. Continue.
You'll see why. So, all right. I think it was.
Okay. I know where this is going. Go ahead. Because if you told it to Josh, I kind of have an idea. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think it was 2 or so months after I came here to Japan, right? I was with one of my buddies, Leon, and we went over to Akibara, you know, spent the day there doing some stuff, blah, blah, blah. Met one of his friends. He was like, is it okay if, you know, and this is going to be like a long-winded story, just to let you know, just to get to the point. So we met up with his friend Sayaka, and we went over to this cafe, right? And this cafe, dude, it's a fucking badass cafe, right? So Japan has like the best cafes you can ever fucking imagine. But anyways, this particular cafe was a airsoft cafe, right? Where you'd like drink coffee and I don't know, just drink alcohol and shoot airsoft guns, whatever.
Okay.
And dude, oh my god, it was a freaking awesome time. And my buddy Leon, okay, so oh my god, let me just side tangent here. So Leon, I have made it my personal mission, right, to try and get him a girl. Okay, because one, I tell him this all the time because I don't think he's Japanese, but I mean, I know he is Japanese, but the way he does things, it's just he's not Japanese. I don't. So
What?
one, he doesn't like sake, which is like fucking weird. Two, he doesn't like Japanese women, which is also weird. But I guess it kind of makes sense, you know, if you're living inside the same country where you just see these people all the time. It's like, yeah, you know, whatever. And then another thing, I forgot what the other one was. Whatever. But yeah, so anyways, all these things have just been like, I don't know, accumulating together. And he's like, and I was like, Leon, what kind of girl do you like? He's like, oh, I like Emma Watson. And I was like, you like Emma Watson or girls like Emma Watson? He was like, no, I like Emma Watson. It's like, okay, I can't get you Emma Watson. This is not gonna fucking happen.
No, it's not.
But what I will do is I will, you know, get somebody that's, I don't know, similar to her in some way. Not so much like looks, but like, I don't know, aspects, I suppose. So
Right.
one, I know that she is from England. And lucky enough, there was a group of girls that were from Europe. One of them was from Germany, one of them was from France, England, and I don't know, another one from England, I guess. So I was like, you know what, Leon? I'm going to be a really fucking good wingman for you right now. And I talked to 2 out of the 4 of them, which were probably like the best looking ones of them both, which also happened to be from England, right? And I was like, hey, look, sorry to interrupt you ladies, but my friend over here, Leon, he's, you know, from Japan. He wants to take a picture with you guys because he thinks that you both look really, really cute. And then they're like, oh my God, he looks so cute, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, score. So yeah, I got Leon. Not only did I get him pictures with them, I also got them their numbers.
All right.
For him. What he did with it, I don't know. I don't know what he did with it. Honestly, I don't think he did anything with it because he is fucking Japanese and they are, I'm not going to say socially awkward. It's just, I don't know. To us, they are socially awkward. It's just, they're just too, I guess, humble, I suppose, is the best way to say it. But they're really just like socially awkward. But anyways, all right, now continuing to the main story.
Okay.
So left the cafe, and as you know, I think I told you this already, but we have a curfew here, right? We have to be back. Yeah, have to be back on post before 1. And where we were, it would take us about an hour to get back to the train station. That's like the walk-in gate, basically. And it was, I don't know, like 11:55 p.m., right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, dude, like we have to fucking go like now because if we don't take this train, I can't go back on post. So he's like, all right, fine. So me, him, and Sayaka went on the train. She had to get off at a certain spot. She got off at the wrong spot. We followed her for whatever reason, and it was already too late, so I couldn't make it back on post. So I was like, well, shit. So, and by that time, the trains had stopped running. There's no more trains running. So we were in Shinjuku at this time, which is like 2 or 3 cities from Akibara. Anyways, so he was like, well, my friend is out right now. We can just meet up with her. I was like, oh, her? Okay. So I was like, okay. So we met up with her. And turns out she is a lesbian. I was like, well, fit. All right. So, and then she was like, yeah, so we're going to, she told us this. It was like, yeah, we're going to meet up with a couple of my friends. I was like, okay, you know, whatever. You know, more the merrier. I don't know where we're going to go. And then we met these 2 guys. Both of them, I think, were from Brazil and Argentina, I think.
Where's the story going?
So, you'll see. So, yeah, so we went out with them, and I was like, okay, it's kind of weird. You know, we're just like, and then it turns out that both of them were either, one of them was gay and the other one was bisexual. I'm just like, something's going on here. So all 6 of us, went over to a 7-Eleven. And mind you, the 7-Elevens here, oh my God, are not like the 7-Elevens from America. Like, oh, fucking beautiful, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you can get full course meals in 7-Eleven. It's beautiful. Anyways, so we drank there, did a little pre-gaming, and then behind, like maybe like a block or so behind, basically behind the 7-Eleven was this club called Dragon. I was like, okay. And then by this time, I was still like not. I was still basically like jet lagged. I was starting to slowly get over it. And by this time, I was tired as fuck. It was like, I don't even know, like 12 in the morning, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It was almost 1 in the morning.
Right.
And I was tired, and I was just like, fuck, man. I was going to go into a corner and just knock out. So as I was walking through the club, I was like, okay, there's a lot of dudes here. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of dudes here, and there's like a couple women. I was like, at first, I didn't really think of like anything of it. I was just like, all right, fuck it, I'm too tired to do anything about it. So I was just like,
hold on, wait. I gotta get this joke out. I gotta get this joke out. First of all, don't say you're at a gay club and I'm too tired to do anything about it. Like that's not where you want to go with that. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Something happens. I'm just too tired to do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I don't know how to fucking like leave this place. The train stopped running, so I can like run away and go back to where the fuck I live.
Right.
Like it took like 2 hours by train to get to where I was supposed to be, give or take. So I was like, yeah, fuck it. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know where the fuck I am.
True.
Besides Shinjuku. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. So I went over to the corner, and then one song played that, I don't know, it just unleashed my inner Hispanic, whatever that means. And I went over to the fucking dance floor and just started dancing, whatever. I was like, dude, oh my God, this shit's so fucking fun. Like, honestly, that gay club was the best fucking night of my life. Oh my God. It was so much fucking fun.
All right.
It really was.
I have a question.
So, hold on.
Okay.
No, you may not.
All right.
So I started, drinking a little bit, whatever. And then this is where like the moral of the story comes in, right? Kind of. So this guy fucking just like came up to me, put his hands on my shoulders. He was like, my God, you are beautiful. And then I was like, okay. And then he just like walked away. So the moral of the story is, so when he told me that, I was just like whenever I'm feeling down about anything, it was like, damn, that was like the best fucking compliment I've ever received in my fucking life. Like it was, somebody told me that was fucking beautiful and gorgeous. Like it was great. So yeah, so anyways, the whole reason for that is because fishing for compliments, right?
Yeah.
So it took. Well, yeah, so that gay club was like the best fucking night of my life. Not only because I received the best compliment ever in my life, somebody called me fucking gorgeous or beautiful, whatever, but because I had a compliment. And I don't know, maybe it took like me going over to a gay club to be like, receive fucking compliments. I don't know. But yeah, dude, it was a fun night. And now you may ask your very awkward questions.
So I didn't know you were going to tell me about your first gay experience on this podcast. Thank you for that.
See, so you didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about it. I thought you were going to tell me No, I figured it had something to do with that because of who you told the story to. So what did Josh say when you told him?
He just laughed.
Yeah. That's it?
He was laughing, and he was like, oh wow, okay, I didn't know that there was gay clubs there. I was like, yeah, there's actually a lot. He's like, are they all Japanese or something? He's like, no, surprisingly, there were not a lot of Japanese there. Like majority of them were actually like from South America, South and Central America.
Yeah, don't they have now, mind you, I'm only using like my UFC knowledge with this, but like, don't they have a lot of Brazilians in Japan?
I haven't seen that many Brazilians at all.
And I guess a lot of Japanese are in Brazil, one way or the other.
Yeah, no, but I haven't. I don't know. I mainly see. unless you go over to like populated cities, or bigger cities, I mean, like Shibuya, Akihabara, Shibuya, and other like cities within Tokyo. Yeah, that you might find some, but even then, like I didn't really see that many. But then again, I wasn't really looking out for Brazilian people.
Okay.
But yeah, if you ever do find Brazilian people there, that's probably where they're going to be.
So what have your experiences been like in Japan so far? Have you? I know it's a lot better than where you were.
Oh my God, yeah. So just going off of, I don't know, like my overall like well-being and like mental health. Like I did not realize like how much drinking I was doing in Germany until I came here. You know, like it seemed like almost every weekend in Germany, like I was fucked up. You know. And I didn't realize like how bad it was until I came here. Like now I don't even really drink that much anyways, or that much anymore really. Whenever I do, it's only because I'm like going out, and that's pretty much the only time I really drink. So in that aspect, drinking has definitely toned down a lot. And then in terms of like culture and stuff, oh my God, dude, I love Japan way more. I really do. I super enjoy it way more than Germany. Not saying that Germany was bad. Germany was amazing. Europe was an awesome place, but I just prefer Japan. It's a much better place, in my opinion. One is cleaner. People are friendlier. There are a couple of like cultural things that I'm still trying to get used to.
Like what?
Like how there's no fucking trash cans anywhere. So this is what I mean, right? So the only places that really have trash cans for you to throw anything away are either in front of convenience stores or maybe sometimes at a Subway, and that's it. Train station, sometimes.
Why?
So other than that, you're going to be lugging like trash everywhere. I don't know why. That's just the way it is.
I mean, feel free to ask somebody and let me know, because that sounds crazy.
Yeah, no, like there's like no trash cans anywhere. And then benches, there are no benches anywhere. And if there are, there's like random ass spots for you to sit down at. But even then, those are probably already taken anyways.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, there's no trash cans fucking anywhere. Oh my God. I don't think it was that night. Actually, it was probably another night. But I was carrying like an empty bottle, and there was no trash cans anywhere. A 7-Eleven, I could not find one anywhere. I couldn't find a 7-Eleven, couldn't find a Lawson's anywhere. Lawson's is like basically Japan's version of 7-Eleven, which, no, that's a lie. I think Japan actually bought 7-Eleven, if that makes sense. So now everything 7-Eleven is, I don't know, freaking Japan related, I suppose.
Well, I mean, they might have bought it. I have no idea. I'll have to look into that and bring it up on a future podcast. Dude, so
but yeah.
So getting back to the topic that started all this. So how did that moment help you better understand how to accept compliments? Because I'll be honest with you, like I have a tough time accepting compliments from, and I tell my wife, like it's uncomfortable. Like I don't know, thank you. Like I don't know what I'm supposed to say, but I don't receive them well. Because I always feel like I should be doing more, because I'm questioning, you know what I mean? Because I'm constantly in my head questioning what I'm doing, if what I'm doing is right. Like when I get a compliment, even though that's an acknowledgement that what I'm doing is right, like it doesn't register for me that way. So how did that moment when a gay guy kissed you in the mouth and told you you're a beautiful, gorgeous man, that's what happened? Check the tape. You know what I mean? Like when that happens.
Yeah, you can definitely check the tape. But anyways, no, it actually surprisingly helped out a lot, really, because I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it. Really, it's just like once he told me that that compliment, I was like, wow, okay. I don't know whether it's because the drinks that I've been having so far, because at that time I probably had like 15 or so drinks. And I guess like the compliment just like stuck with me, and ever since then I've just been receiving compliments, a lot better. Mainly because I guess me going to that gay club, I guess washed away any sort of like, I don't know, not really like phobia, I suppose. I didn't really have one at all whatsoever. But any like lingering, it's like I feel awkward being around gay guys, whatever.
Right.
Not that I ever really was, right? But I don't know. But ever since me going there, I just became like super comfortable with myself, I suppose, right? And just receiving compliments is just a lot easier now. I'm able to be like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, and then I'd probably give one back, maybe, or just like whenever I see like a dude or whatever, I'm like, hey man, that freaking shirt looks really nice on you, whatever, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, all right, that's fucking weird, but okay.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like if like one of your like buddies be like, hey man, you look really good in that shirt, and be like, gay, and then you'd be like, no man, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Now I'm just able to like say that kind of stuff, whenever, and just not feel weird about it.
More confident and have more, and you're more comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
Because that's stupid, right? Like that thought that like giving a guy a compliment makes you gay or that you like them. Like, no, bro. Like, just like women do this shit all the time. Like, it's not something that, like, no, dude, I don't want to fuck you. Like, it's not what this is, bro. Yeah. That's not what this is.
Exactly.
Like, that's a good shirt, yo. Like, what? That's that simple. Like, I'll watch.
Yep.
Like, I'll watch TV. Like, I've been watching a lot of Chicago PD, right? And they got this dude. They got this cop on the show. That is, there's no other way to describe him, right? The dude is pretty, right? Like, he's just a pretty ass. He's just a pretty ass dude. I'm just like, and me and Melanie were watching it last night, and she was like, "Yo, you're right. He is pretty." I was like, "I'm trying to. I told you, right? Like, yo, like I see myself like we're not the same. Like, this motherfucker. Yeah. Like this. We're not from the same fucking earth. Like, how does this guy look? This guy looks like that, and you know what I mean? It's just like he's a pretty dude. Yeah. I got no shame in saying it. I don't give a fuck. Like, what? That's just what it is. And it's not anything like, oh, I fuck him and no, man. It's just he's a pretty ass dude. He's a pretty dude. It's just that simple. Yeah. It happens. So dudes are pretty. Some dudes are pretty.
Yeah. Some are. Yeah. I will say this though. I don't know how many people will ever actually do this, but at least like once in like somebody's life, go to at least one gay bar. Just to like one, just to like experience it, because it's like a completely different vibe from like regular clubs.
Have you been going to gay bars ever since? Is that what you're telling me?
But that's only I've only ever been to one, which was just that one, and that was at one time. Maybe I'll go to another one if I find one. I don't know, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way and be like, hey, let's go over to a gay bar.
Right. That would be a little,
or gay club with them.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you, or did you ever hear the story about Jay, our boy, going to a gay bar in South Beach?
No, only you ever told me.
Get ready for this. I'm going off memory here, so I'm probably gonna make up about 75% of it. You know how I do in my stories.
Got you. Okay.
You know how I do. So mind you, like he went there with his now like basically wife and the mother of his children years ago. Yeah. I was like, yeah, man, like I'm out with my girl, and she says she got a friend at a club that we can get in. I was like, hey, whatever, let's go. So they go, and he gets to the line, and he's like, "It's a lot of dudes in this line." I'm like, okay, man. He's like, all right, maybe all the girls are inside. Gets inside. There's a lot of dudes in this bar. He goes, hey, I don't want to put her out there. He goes, hey, baby, is this a gay club? Oh, she goes, yeah. This is that's my cousin's here with his friends, and everybody's gay. Why, you have a problem? It's like, no, but a little heads up would have been nice. I don't know if I'm appropriately dressed for this situation. And he goes, man, and he's telling me the story like the next day or 2 days later. And he's like, bro, it's the best time I ever had. Like, dudes are buying me drinks. He's like, I'm kind of feeling myself. I'm kind of feeling everybody giving me compliments because I'm dancing, because, Jay can dance. Because I'm dancing because the music's great. I was like, Jay, you ain't fucking none of the dudes, did you? Because I'm just joking. When he was like, nah, man, it was actually a good time. And then, like, every once in a while when we catch up and talk, like, we'll bring that up. Like he said, he's always had a good time with those clubs because it's not what you think. Like it's not a bunch of dudes like it's because he goes. It's not like how we act around girls. Like like guys grab girls' arms or pinch their butt. Like no, it's not a bunch. Dudes don't do that to the dudes. When like they'll hit on you or whatever, but they're not as aggressive. He's like, so I actually had a good time. He's like, but at one point I was like, why aren't dudes hitting on me more? You know what I mean? He had that moment. I was like, yo, you're stupid. Yeah. You're stupid. Like,
yeah, no, actually, oh my God. So I will say this though. When I was at that club, I was hit on so fucking much. It was insane.
Did they grab your butt? They grabbed your butt, didn't you? They grabbed your butt.
They definitely did grab my butt. A lot.
Sexual harassment. That's sexual harassment.
I will.
The Me Too movement.
I will say this. Like this thought did cross my mind, and I was like, huh. So this is how girls must feel constantly.
Yeah.
So
you were a piece of meat.
I was 100% piece of meat. Which, mind you, if you remember Subway many years ago when you told me, it's like, hey, that one girl, she basically undressed you with your eyes. If you remember that.
And you did nothing.
Yeah. I did nothing. You had to help me out, but even then, that didn't help me do anything, anyways.
Yeah.
I had. Oh my God, still oblivious to that kind of shit. Anyways, like I really am. Like they can give me like the.
Do you remember when mom had to like slap you because the girl like at Publix, like because a girl was staring at you so hard? Do you remember that?
I remember a different time in Publix, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah, there was a time when, like, I guess, like, because she told me about it. I wasn't there. That, like, the cashier was, like, flirting with you and you just wouldn't say nothing. You just kind of were, like, shut down because you didn't know what to say in those moments.
I still don't know what to say in those moments. But, I don't remember. So, I remember something a little bit different. Maybe it was, like, a different time. I don't know. But it was a time where this one cashier, well, surprisingly, was like hitting on me, and I knew that she was, and then mom did her mom thing.
Oh, the mom
and
thing.
Grabbed me by the face, and then she was like, "Oh, Papoose, how you doing?" And then like as soon as she did that, she instantly knew that she fucked up, and then I was just like. And then I knew that mom fucked up too. And then the girl was just like instantly turned off. I was like, oh, fuck. And then like as soon as we left Publix, mom was just like, I'm so sorry. I was like, yeah, I bet you are. So yeah, that was the time mom unintentionally or maybe intentionally, I'm not sure, just like blocked me. And I was like, thanks, mom.
Yeah, she cock-blocked you. Yeah, mom cock-blocked you 100%. 100% mom cock-blocked you.
Yes.
Yeah, the mom thing is so crazy. Worst.
That was the one time that I noticed that a girl was hitting on me, and mom ruined it. It was so bad.
You know,
one time.
You know what she did? She put you right back under the shelter. She goes, no, little bird. No, little bird. You're not flying out yet. Let's put the shelter right back over you, little bird.
She's like, no, mijo. No.
Exactly.
No goes for you, mijo. No goes for you, mijo.
And you know what she did? She bought you some Pop-Tarts, and you forgot all about it. Oh man, mom is something. Mom is something, bro.
I have never forgotten that moment either. Like that has stuck with me. Like I've never forgotten that ever. I'm pretty sure mom forgot it, but I will never forget that. And I've never really brought it up because I'm pretty sure that mom forgot, and she'll probably like make up some story, and she'll be like, "Ah, no, that never happened. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. No, but you definitely should bring it up to her randomly. Like, mom, I just want to tell you, I remember when you completely stopped me. You completely stopped me from talking to the girl of my dreams because you wanted to mush my face and tell me how cute I was when I was 18 years old, mom. I was an adult.
Actually. You know what we should do is like whenever this video is done, just have like a little timestamp and be like, "Hey, mom, go to this timestamp on this video and know how our feelings are towards this specific moment in Josh's life."
That's exactly what we should do.
Yeah.
What are we at? Like 48 minutes right now, roughly. So I'll remember we're on the 48-minute mark. You know what's funny is we're doing this like through thousands of miles of internet, right? If not millions of miles. and we're still afraid of our mom because we won't say this to her face.
Not at all.
Nope.
Like I'm just so far from her right now, and I'm still just terrified. Like I feel like she would like just wind it, just like a chancla in her hand, like chuck it at me like as I'm walking, just like knock me out, and then it's like, oh fuck, and it's like, stop talking shit on the freaking chancla. I was like, oh fuck.
and it'll be worse than that because it'll be a chancla with like the graphics of her and Happy and Bella to just double smack you in the face.
Yeah,
he has that kind
and
of.
Then, and then she just writes on there, "You are now number 5." I'm like, fuck.
Oh shit! What you gonna do the rest of your day, bro? It's like 8 o'clock there now. Almost.
Yeah. I still got to pack because I'm moving barracks.
Oh, you're moving. I didn't know you were moving barracks. Are you moving to a bigger room, smaller room? Do you have any idea?
I don't even know. I've never seen the room at all. Well, the barracks isn't even far. It's literally just like 5 feet from me. But yeah, I'm just moving to a different room mainly because well, I'm moving tomorrow, but I'm still packing today. But yeah, we're moving because I guess we got to make room for additional people that are going to be coming in, and a lot of the rooms are going to become like double rooms now, or double person room, I suppose.
Okay.
But the people that are moving to the other barracks are still going to be single rooms. So
okay, good.
Yeah, we're just going to have like an influx of people, and then once I become an NCO, I guess regulation wise, I will require too much space for me to have another person live with me. Because I guess per regulation, I don't even know how this is a thing, but specialists are only required 90 square feet of living space to, I guess, survive. And I was like, well, okay, cool. Yeah. And then I guess NCOs require significantly more. So, yeah.
So then what happens? So do you get a bigger room when you get your 5, or?
I probably just stay in the same room. I just don't have a roommate, I suppose.
You have a roommate now?
Other people, no, God no.
Okay.
But I guess the way that they were seeing it was the people that are going to be coming in,
right? Eventually,
they won't know the difference. Like they won't know that some people have single rooms, some people don't.
Right.
So they're just going to come in to here, seeing it's like, oh, I guess this is just how it is, and then that's it.
I got you. So your room is gonna become like, because I've had both versions of that, right? Like I had a single room that was a 2-person room. Like we just put like our wall lockers in between each other, so he had his private space. My boy Philip Vasquez, who should be coming on the podcast in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Let me just shit on him real quick because he watches the podcast. By far the clumsiest person I've ever met in my life. Like clumsy. Nice. This dude tore his Achilles and his ACL. Josh, I'm not making this shit up, bro. Because of a twig, bro. A fucking twig. A twig, sir.
Nice.
We were going on a run, not even on a long run, right? We were running from the barracks to the track, right? Because we were going to do wind sprints, right? So it's probably a quarter mile. You know what I mean? Like it's right, but there were obviously trees in the way, a twig, and he tripped over the twig, ripped his whole shit up. I've never laughed so hard and felt so bad for somebody in my life because it's the dumbest shit. And then what does he do a year later? So we were still roommates. We're watching, I forget what movie we were watching, right? We're watching a movie, and he's eating, we're eating Chinese food because we had just came back and got, we had run out the barracks, got some Chinese food and came back. So he usually gets like spicy chicken, but the spicy chicken has the red peppers, right? That are super spicy, that are like fire. I don't know. I guess I've never had it ever because I don't do spicy. This dude, he goes, hey, I'm like, because it's me, we're watching some like John Wick type movie, some killer movie or whatever, right? So it's me, my boy Canal. Prayers up, real quick. Prayers up to my boy. I heard he got into a car accident. One of my old roommates. He's got a like bad brain bleed. So hopefully we hear something soon that he pulls out of that. So we're all 3 in there because they were roommates in basic. and all of a sudden, he's sitting next to me, like, because this chair, then we got like a table and his chair, right? And he starts hitting himself against the wall, freaking out, sweating. He fucking throws his Chinese food on the ground. We're like, because the light, like, what the fuck is going on, man? He goes, Pepper, dude. His face was. I don't have anything red. And like, imagine the reddest thing you've ever seen in your life, dude. He starts running up and down the hallways. I was like, dude, it's not that serious, bro. He's like, because we didn't have water. We're embarrassed. Like, we didn't have shit. We didn't have milk. Nothing. Like, the soda he had is all we had of any kind of liquid in this whole thing. Ooh. So he's just dying, and everything made it worse. And me and Dwayne, me and Canel are just crying. We're laughing so hard. By far the dumbest, funniest guy. Obviously not really dumb. Just has the worst luck of shit ever, bro. Ever. Like, this guy, when he falls, it's an event. Like, it's the funniest shit. It's in slow motion. It's awkward. The getup is worse because there's no coordination. He has like really long legs and a short torso. It's the funniest shit, bro. So he's
oh my god. Yeah. I had a buddy in basic and AIT that oh my god. Similar situations, right? Well, not fucking breaking his leg over a twig, but oh my god. So in basic, this dude is so fucking clumsy that he got a nickname from my drill sergeants, right? So you've heard of this law called Murphy's Law, right? Anything wrong?
Anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yes, thank you. So he was so fucking clumsy, like everything bad that would ever happen to anybody always happened to him. So our drill sergeant just named it like Herfy's Law, and his last name was Herf.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so he just called it like Herfy's Law. Like, this dude, oh my god, oh my Jesus. And then in AIT, I still don't know how he did this. I really, really don't. He was doing a pull-up, right? Okay. He was trying to. So he was trying to do like a pull-up, and then when he came up, I don't know how this happened, but somehow he I'm not sure whether he dislocated his shoulder or he fucking tore something in his shoulder. He just it was just it was like that. Like, he just fucked it up. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. I don't know how he did it. I still don't know. And he would just constantly trip over nothing all the time. And I'm just like, Herf, man, how do you go about life, bro? Like, you just take 5 steps and fall on your face every single time.
It's amazing. You know what? And that should make us feel better as men. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because it could always be worse. You know what I mean? Like, you could rip up your whole leg over a twig. You could rip your shoulder blade out of its socket doing a pull-up. What? Here's the fucked up thing. Like, the way he described it, it was on the way up, right? So I understand if it's on the way down because you drop too fast because you can't hold up your body weight. I'll give you that one, right? But if you're on the way up, that doesn't even make any kind of physical sense. Like,
I know
that doesn't.
But he did it somehow, and I don't know how. I don't understand. Like, it's anatomically not possible, but he did it.
He did it.
I don't know.
We should.
I don't get it.
On the evolutionary chain, you and I should be very lucky that we're not those people. I don't think we don't.
Yeah.
Besides our knee surgeries, we don't really have any injuries.
No. Although I will say this though, I have some of the craziest luck I could ever think of. Right. So this was in Germany, and this is a dumb thing that I did, but. For whatever reason, I took my wallet out of my pants and left it on the seat beside me, and I kept on mentally trying to tell myself, okay, I'm gonna have to pick it up before I leave. Yeah. And this was all because we were gonna meet a friend of mine, and so I fucking got off the bus and got off the wrong stop anyways. And not only that, I left my wallet on the bus.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of money in there too. It was like I can't remember whether it was 350 or 400 euro that I pulled out, but it was like an insane amount of money. And man, I think that's equivalent to like about 500, maybe a little bit more than $500.
Good God, that's a lot of money. Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, and it was in my wallet, and I was like, fuck. So I had to like, I don't know, do some like craziness to try and contact the bus station and be like, hey, did you find this wallet, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A couple of days later, my friend was helping me out. She knows German because she's half Brazilian, half German.
Mm-hmm.
And so she contacted, I guess, like a police station or whatever to see if they had received like a lost and found thing. And they had. And they found my wallet with everything still inside of it. All the money, all like everything. Nothing was taken out. Not a thing. And yeah. So I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure whatever amount of karma that I had saved up is completely gone now because it should not be possible.
Yeah, I had a moment like that. Now with I told you this before. I don't think I've told it on the podcast. I had a moment like that where it's like a lucky moment. I was driving home from when I used to work security, right? I was driving back down Old Cutler, and it was like 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was like these moments where you're just like, okay, this is some working here, and I'm in my old Toyota Solara, you know, the little coupe, and I'm driving home, and something tells me, yo, just slow down, like step on the, you know, get off the gas for a second, and dude, in that second, an F-350, so I'm going into like a four-way thing, right? A four-way light. But at that time, it's blinking yellow, so everybody just kind of runs it, and you just kind of hope you live, right? So I'm going this way. I'm going southbound, and I guess this would be east, right? This would be east, whatever, depending on let's say east. So east is east westbound. So he cuts across, dude, and I mean like from where I am to where like this laptop is. Right, like that close in front of my car. It just flies in front of me, and it hits the oncoming car that's headed northbound. And dude, like for like 2 miles, I'm in my car, and I'm probably like still just driving. You know what I mean? Like I don't even think I have my foot on the gas, and I'm just fucking shaking. And I'm calling 911, and somebody had already called. But dude, like that's like that day, I was like, yo, like this is some crazy shit. Like I should have died. Like that F-350 would have killed me. Easily.
Yeah.
Definitely killed the people on the other car because that car was going probably 65 miles an hour.
Shit.
Like it was like a blink. I didn't even see it was so quick. I didn't even see the lights. You know what I mean? Like it was. Damn. It was just that. Yeah. I didn't see the lights come in. Nothing. It was crazy, bro. So there are those moments when shit works out for you that you really didn't know or had any control over that. It happens, man.
Yeah, 100%.
But one thing I want to tell you before we wrap this up, right? I think you and I have done a good job. You know what I mean? A couple of times for me, it's been like pulling teeth with you. I'll be honest, to get you to talk about stuff. You know what I mean? But I think we do a good job of talking to each other about what's going on and what to do in those situations. Like you don't always listen, just like I wouldn't always listen to anybody who's trying to mentor me with anything. And I get that because we all had to carve our own path. But don't ever think that you don't, or anybody that's listening, that you always have somebody to talk to. Just don't be afraid to just start talking because somebody's gonna listen, right? Like just because you don't feel comfortable talking about it or what you're going through or just anything, just random shit. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to talk to somebody because somebody's always gonna listen, man. No, it's that thing of you're being a bitch if you have feelings or shit like that. That's all bullshit. Like that makes you human. Like you're not a fucking robot. Like you have these, I guess, stipulations on gender roles on what you're supposed to be, you know what I mean, be the provider and all that stuff. But you know what I mean? Me and you grew up basically in a single parent household. We know that a woman can do that all the same. You know, so we can't ever think that we're the ones that have to burden everything because you always have somebody in your corner to help you out. All right, brother. Any last words you want to say before we sign off on this bitch?
Use a bitch. Okay. But no, thank you for having me on this podcast, man. I always love, being on here talking about stuff. Another thing that I will probably say before we sign off on this thing, going off on what you were saying about, opening up and talking. I'm actually really glad that I joined the Army because, one, it actually like opened me up a lot more as like a human being,
Yep.
and also just being a lot more comfortable with a lot of things, happening, because one thing that, a lot of people tend to like shit on the Army because, a lot of situations that happen. But one thing that the Army definitely teaches you is like just how to deal with bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
because everybody's going to end up, some people deal with it a lot better than others. Unfortunately, some people don't know how to deal with it, and unfortunate circumstances happen.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm probably one of, well, not really one of, but anyways, what I'm just trying to say is I'm glad that I joined because it helped me grow as a person. It got me out of my shell, stop being so shy, not, and being so timid and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super glad about that. So yeah, pretty much it.
I think I had a lot of the same issues and a lot of the same results when I joined the Army, because we joined about the same age. I think you were 18, I was 19.
I joined at 21.
Oh wow, so you're older than me. So I joined at 19, you joined at 21. Like it gave me a lot of the same things, because I was, me and you had we had the same childhood, bro. Like just 10 years separate. So I was sheltered just like you were. I had the same experiences. I'm very thankful for my time in service. Like it gave me a lot of confidence that I didn't have before. Like it's definitely one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. So
yeah,
I'll always be thankful for that. That's why I always get mad. I guess I'll go on a little last rant. That's why I always get mad at the fact that benefits and veterans aren't taken care of better. You know what I mean? Because you start with these great people that get out and do have more problems, and some have more problems getting out when they got in. I mean, with injuries, with TBIs, and all these different things. Like you have to be able to take care of them, man. Like there's people that get out that are drug addicts. There's people that get out that have their issues. There's people that get out with injuries. Like that stuff needs to be talked about more, man. Like it's never like you had your challenges in Germany, and there's people that you told me that didn't survive their challenges in Germany. Like it's these are human beings, bro. They're not, soldiers aren't robots either. They have feelings, they have emotions, they have depression, they have hard times, like men and women. You know what I mean? You gotta be able to do more for them than just, support the troops. You actually got to do it. You got to put some money behind it. You got to help these people out, man, because that was the people I served with are some of the greatest people I ever met in my life. So
yeah, definitely.
Much respect to them. Like, like I've had 2 veterans on. Well, I guess you're active duty. So are you considered a veteran, or you just say active duty? Right?
No, I think it's like basically once you reach your first duty station, actually served it, then you would be considered a veteran.
So you are a veteran because you are in your second duty station. Yeah, so I've had two soldiers on this podcast in the last 2 weeks. I had my boy Jonathan on a couple weeks ago. He was like, funny thing about him, he was actually sitting in a booster seat, so you could see him.
That short bitch.
Short bitch. Dude, he hasn't grown since you've known him. Like he stayed that height. He stayed 17 forever.
He fucking stayed 5'4",
yeah,
his entire life.
His entire life, bro.
That freaking 30 step must have been like the struggle of his life.
For real. His wife was like a half inch taller than him, and she might as well be 6 inches taller, bro. It's the craziest fucking thing. It's the craziest.
Hey, stop wearing heels. No heels.
Flats only, bitch. Flats only. I think I'm gonna end it there. Jonathan's gonna be pissed. All right, Josh. Love you, brother.
Love you too, Ben.
Peace. Thanks for listening to the Man Chatter Podcast with your host, as always, Ben Borges. Till next time, peace.